Okay, talk about awkward moments. Have you ever heard a story and you just kind of think, what were they thinking?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's where we're going today. Get ready for a deep dive. Sports, politics, personal stories. We're talking about golf legend Arnold Palmer, former President Trump, and a rally tribute that, well, let's just say it raised some eyebrows.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
So paint the picture for us. What exactly went down?
Picture this. We're in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Arnold Palmer's hometown. Trump's holding a rally, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to connect with the crowd. You know how he
Of
does.
course, it's what he does.
Right. And what better way than to bring up a local hero like Arnold Palmer? But the way he went about it, unexpected, to say the least.
Oh, so.
Well, he starts telling this story about Palmer's physique.
Okay, already getting into weird territory.
Yeah, and it gets weirder because it wasn't even something Trump saw himself. Like, it was a secondhand story, supposedly from some other golfers who apparently showered with Palmer back in the day.
Okay.
Let's just say it was way too personal for a political rally, let alone for a tribute to someone who's passed away.
Wow. Yeah, that's not exactly the classiest move. So what was the reaction like?
Well, it definitely turned some heads, let me tell you. But the most interesting reaction came from Palmer's own daughter, Peg Palmer Wears.
I can't even imagine. To hear a story like that about my dad at a rally.
She was pretty composed, actually. Told the Associated Press that while she wasn't really upset, she did call it a poor choice of approaches to honor her dad's legacy.
Which is basically a super polite way of saying it was totally inappropriate.
Oh, 100%. And it really makes you wonder when you remember Palmer's own political leanings.
Hmm.
This guy was a diehard Republican.
Right, I'd forgotten about that.
And not just a voter, but he was out there playing golf with George H.W. Bush,
Yeah.
and he really looked up to Dwight Eisenhower, thought he was the ideal leader.
Makes you wonder what he'd think about Trump, right?
Exactly. And here's the kicker. In an interview a few years back, Peg Palmer Wears revealed something pretty shocking. She said her father was actually appalled by Trump during the election, called him arrogant, crude.
Wait, so Trump's publicly praising Palmer, telling this super inappropriate story that's supposed to be honoring him, but privately, Palmer's totally put off by Trump.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Makes you think about why Trump told that story in the first place, right? Could be he was trying to tie himself to Palmer's legacy, even if it was clumsy. Maybe a way to associate himself with greatness, even if the connection wasn't really there.
Such a weird contradiction. Makes you question what a real tribute even is, especially when the person you're supposed to be honoring isn't around to say anything about it.
Absolutely. Makes you think about how we build these narratives about people, even after they're gone,
Mm.
and whether we're honoring them or just using their memory.
It's tricky. It's like, what gives us the right to these personal stories about public figures? How do we reconcile the image they have with who they really were?
That's the question, isn't it?
Lots to unpack there.
For sure.